Hi, I did a little Aaron family tree because when reviewing his case, it just seems like everything is just very, very deeply rooted. So I just decided to just do a little tree here, a little family tree, and just go through some of the things that I found and all the information. Now remember, America is only like 531 years old, so that's only 5 generations. So when Aaron said that his mom came over from the Mayflower, well, it started with 3 ships, remember? And then that's how America was built. And when you're talking about the last name Carter, so Aaron Charles Carter was Bob's dad, but it was Charles Aaron. So his name was just his grandfather's inside out. But because it was an adoption, it's when you try to track him back, it just still is all related to the Carters and the singers here. And with that comes a lot of control, right? So the Carters are the founding fathers, and they're also the ones with the municipalities because they're with the government and the Navy, but they also brought in slavery. So anytime you're dealing with the government, you're still dealing with the founding fathers because the United States is a corporation, okay? And then they just set up a bunch of corporations and then shell companies, and it's just a big rabbit holes in and out, in and out, in and out, like with like Motown and Sony, and it's all the same, okay? And anytime an artist gets too big, they take them out. Because, and you can call it the Illuminati, I like to call it the Illuminati, okay? Because it's 500 families, there's 100 at the top with the elite, and then there's the 400 that are still make up the 500 families, but they're not going to give up their control. And so Aaron, being the little golden boy that he was, even his family life gets split up here. Like he splits off with his brother when his brother just pursues the Backstreet Boys and with the Lou Pearlman, and then Aaron goes this way with Michael Jackson, but when he goes towards Michael Jackson, it's just a bunch of lost opportunities, because the problem is that when Aaron and Michael started collaborating and he got the jacket because he was now the Prince of Pop, the white jacket, the FBI comes in, and what happens is when the FBI comes in, they break up the families. That's why it was like he was being told to admit to the FBI that he was molested by Michael because Michael's money was getting to be too powerful. And so the government sends in the FBI to break up families, okay? And so I know this to be true from my own experience. And so basically what happens is once they get broken off, then the other branches on the tree, like here's Leslie, she's all by herself. Aaron was with her, but then her life ended. And then it has your management over here that has changed. And like, if Lori is working for the brother and Aaron at the same time, that's a conflict of interest if they're not getting along. But you have these people here, his management company wasn't really managing him correctly if like they're saying that with Louis came Momo and the drugs and Check and 3D and then his ex, and just he dies because he was surrounded by the gangs that surrounded him. But it started with him basically being inched out by his family. I mean, his mom was aligned with him, but she could only do so much, and she probably just maybe even thought it was just sibling rivalry because, you know, they didn't get along or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know if that no one is aligned with BJ or not, but, you know, when you're talking about like the split up here, here's Leslie, then we have the bots, the smear campaign, the brother, Angel, Melanie, those two are aligned. I don't think you're going to find a connection here because he went this way. It's a one-way street. Allegedly, conspiracy theory. Over here we have Bentley, and then allegedly another girl that Aaron has. But Aaron could have up to 2 other girls, and we know for sure there's Prince. But there's other children there, okay? I don't know if someone just didn't want you to know that he had more children, but there are more children that he definitely could have fathered. So basically what I'm saying is like, you know, it's we the people, and like the government does work for us, but, you know, you have to look at who runs everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, who runs everything? I mean, right now with the drug crisis that we have, that's because the borders are not secure. The borders haven't been secure since President Biden came into office. And like, I don't know if anybody ever watches like Below Deck, but you know, like how, like with the Below Deck, the series that's on, Captain Lee did a medical tap because he was like, I can't do it anymore. My heart is here, but my body is given out. And I think that as a nation, we need to do a medical tap on Joe Biden because we need Trump to come back in and secure our borders, secure our safety, because the drugs are coming in from somewhere. I don't know. I did put Rack House Records in there too. Just so you know, I know I kind of made the little tree. I was trying to make it where everybody could kind of understand like where we were going with his history and why, you know, I think it's just a very deep-rooted family issue. But it basically comes down to we're the ones that run the country. You know what I'm saying? And so if we don't like the way things are playing out, then we're the ones that need to speak up and make changes. But it was a series of things that was the reason that led Aaron to his very young death. But I think it was just because he was too much of a moneymaker and they wanted it to be more of a diverse financial pool for the family. But okay. Happy New Year, everybody. 2023.